Welcome to class. Let's begin in any comfortable seat. Place your hands in your lap. Close your eyes, sit up tall. Let's connect in with our breath. Take a big breath in through your nose. Hold it at the top. And then a slow, steady exhale out the mouth. And again, big breath in through the nose. Hold the breath at the top. Try to take one more little sip of breath in through the nose. Slow, steady exhale out the mouth. And again, big breath in through the nose. Hold at the top. Try to take 3 extra sips in. Slow, steady exhale out the mouth. Let the breath come in and out through your nose. As you blink the eyes open and come into all fours, tabletop. And as you arrive, begin to move in a way that feels good. So just let the movement be a little juicy. And let it feel good, whatever it is. Riding the waves of your breath. And then slow it all down. We're going to stay in tabletop. Just tuck your toes under and hover your knees like 1 inch off the mat. So a hovering tabletop. Try to free up your neck. And then pick up your right foot, thread your right leg through your left. Let it hover as you draw your left elbow up towards the sky and then travel back through your hovering tabletop. Same thing, left leg slides through the right, keep it hovering off your mat. Pick the right elbow up towards the ceiling and then travel back through your hovering tabletop. And now just keep alternating this. This can be really slow, or if you have it, you can start to pick it up and right away, let it be like a little cardio burst, turning everything on right away. I want you to imagine like jabbing the ceiling with your elbows so it's a little powerful. Keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2, strong core. Last one, join me in a hovering tabletop and then lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Good, pedal up through your feet. Let your pelvis sway a little. All right, lift your heels up as you breathe in. Roll forward to high plank as you exhale. Slide it back, downward facing dog. Again, lift your heels, ripple forward, high plank. Exhale, slide it back. Again, nice and juicy. Lift the heels, roll forward, high plank, hold high plank. Lower the knees to your mat. So a modified plank, 3 chaturanga push-ups. Shift forward to lower halfway down and then press the arms back up to straight. Navel to spine. Again, lower halfway, hold. Press back up to high plank. Last one, lower, hold. This time lower to your belly. Untuck your toes in a little baby cobra. Now lower the forehead to your mat, widen your hands, extra wide, so wider than your mat, fingers forward. Bend the elbows, spiral them up, and with your breath in, push through your fingers, wave your upper body up. Exhale, wave it down. Let this feel good. Continue this, a little wave with your breath in, and a release with your breath out. You can keep it just as it is. Or you can move your eyes around the space. You can add a little roll of a shoulder. Whatever you're doing, let it feel good and allow it to awaken your back body. Good, one more. And slide your hands underneath your shoulders, slide back, child's pose, knees wide, big toes touch. Float on up to all fours, but keep your knees wide as they are. Setting up, thread the needle. Pick up the right arm and thread it under and through the left, bringing the side of the arm, the shoulder, the side of your head onto your mat. And know that you can always just stay right here. Or pop up to your left fingertips and walk your fingers a little forward and a little over to the left. Push down so you can roll more over your right shoulder. And again, you can always stay right here. Or bring a little bit of weight into your right shin as you slide your left leg back. And just bring the ball of your foot to your mat back there, helping with your balance. Think of a little hollowing through your lower belly. You can either stay right here or float your left leg up. It does not have to go high. Flex through your foot, energize through the heel. Finding a little balance, some playful balance right here. If your leg has lifted, you slowly bring it back onto your mat. Take a moment. Pull the knee back. Pull the left hand in. And let's unthread the right arm. Float it wide open. Float it up. Set your right hand down. Same thing with your left. Pick up the left, thread it under and through. And either stay right here or pop up to the right fingertips. Walk them forward. Walk them a little more over to the right so you can roll more over the left. Option to stay or shift weight into your left shin. And slide the right leg long. Keep the ball of your foot onto the mat at first. And then feel like a little almost tuck of the pelvis to lift the leg. Imagine this as similar to half moon. Flex through the foot, energize through the heel. Play around with any little wiggles and wobbles. The leg is up. Slowly release it back down. Pull the knee in. Right hand comes in and you unthread your left. Let it open. Let it rise. And set it down. Walk your knees in underneath your hips. Tuck your toes under. Downward facing dog. Bring your feet to touch. And with your breath in, float the right leg up. As you exhale, pull your knee in toward your nose as you come forward towards plank. Inhale, send it back, three-legged down dog. Right knee toward your right arm. Again, come forward towards high plank. Slide it back, three-legged down dog. Right knee toward your left arm. Again, come forward, high plank. Send it back, three-legged down dog. Draw the knee in toward your belly. Shift forward, step forward. Finding your lunge. Take a moment to find a nice long lunge. Releasing your left knee down. Now reach the arms forward and up for a low crescent lunge. You're going to hook your left wrist with your right hand. Rotate your left palm open. Pull up on your wrist and lean over to the right. So opening up your left side body. Enjoy that for a moment. Come on up. Now bring your palms toward your sacrum. Draw elbows and upper arms in and begin to lift your face up. Add a little smile, a little grin. Good. Lower chin towards the chest. Lower fingertips to your mat. Half split. Slide your hips back. Flex through your right foot. It does not matter if your leg is fully straight or has a little bend to it. But keep the activity in your right foot. Keep pulling your toes back. Energize forward through the heel. For one more breath. And then Skandasana. You're going to shift forward. We're going to take it to the back of the mat. So pick up your left knee. Walk your way through like a wide-legged forward fold to then pivot your toes open, heels in, and take it to your level. It could be a low lunge. You can keep your hips up higher for a higher lunge. Whatever feels good to you, give it a breath. Add a little movement, like a little sway or a little floss. And then slide through the center, reverse warrior. So pivoting your feet, feel stable, free up your arms, reach the arms through the space, take it back to reverse warrior. Circle the hands down, frame your front foot, step it back, downward facing dog. Once again, lift the heels, roll forward, high plank. Slide it back, downward facing dog. Nice. Again, lift the heels, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, slide back. One more. Hold in your high plank. Lower the knees to your mat. Shift forward, chaturanga push-up. Draw the elbows in. Press back up to straight. Two more. Lower, halfway. Press back up. One more. Lower, hover, hold. Lower down to your belly. Untuck your toes, a little baby cobra. Exhale, release. Forehead to your mat. Again, hands wide and slightly forward. Push down through your fingers. Ripple the spine up. And wave it on down. Take that a few more times. Close your eyes and follow your breath. Let the movement be really fluid, really graceful, really yummy. And your last round to then pull hands in underneath your shoulders, slide back, child's pose, knees open wide, big toes touch. And then floating on up, all fours, but again, keep your knees wide. Let's take left hand, thread your left arm under and through your right side for that variation of thread the needle. Either stay here or pop up to your right fingertips, walk them forward and over to the right. Shift a little weight into your left shin if you're doing that to free up the right leg, to maybe lift the right leg. Again, you're flexing through the foot, reaching through the heel, navigating it through any wiggles and wobbles. The leg is up, lower it down. The leg is back, pull it in. Bring your right hand in and unthread your left arm. Let it open wide, float it up, and release it down. Second side, pick up the right, thread it under and through. Either stay here or pop up to the fingers. Walk the left hand forward and out. Shift a little weight into your right shin to free up your left leg. Maybe lift the left leg, but keep energy through it, right? Flex through the foot, energize through the heel. The leg is up, release it down. The leg is back, pull it in. Slide your left hand in a little closer. Unthread your right arm, float it out, float it up. And set it down. Bring your knees underneath your hips, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. With your breath in, left leg lifts. As you exhale, pull knee to nose as you come forward towards plank. Send it back, three-legged down dog. Left to the left, again, come forward towards plank. Keep pushing the mat away. Send it back, three-legged down dog. Nice and in control. Left knee toward your right arm, coming forward. Send it back, three-legged downward facing dog. Pull the knee in, shift forward, step forward, finding your lunge to release your right knee down. Reach the arms forward and up, low crescent lunge. Relax the shoulders a bit, unclench the jaw, then take a hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Rotate your palm open, pull up, and then lean over to the left. Enjoy that juicy stretch through your right side body. Come on up, bring your palms to your sacrum, fingertips face down, elbows draw in, upper arms draw in, face lifts, add a little smile. Chin to chest, fingers down, slide it back, half splits. So just a moment to say hello to the back of the leg, give it a nice stretch without forcing any big sensation. And then sliding forward and into Skandasana. So pivoting your feet to the right, toes out, heels in, finding your lunge. Give it a moment. Give your body a moment to sway, to move around a little bit. Kind of really get into it. And then a nice slow transition to reverse warrior. Slide all the way to the top edge of your mat. Pivot your feet. Move the arms big through the space. Take it back, reverse warrior. And circle the hands down, downward facing dog. This time, take a big breath in through your nose. Out through the mouth, let it go. Ah, with maybe a sigh. And then lift your heels up high, bend your knees, gaze forward, and now tiptoe to the top of your mat. As many little steps as needed to find a nice forward fold at the top of your mat. Bend your knees generously, roll your way up to stand, float the arms wide open and up, and lower the hands to your heart. Finding a little balance. Dancers, we're going to balance on the right leg first. So reaching your right arm forward and up, pick up your left, and make sure that your left arm has external rotation to it so that your shoulder feels like it's opening rather than closing forward and in. Pick up your left foot, capture your left foot with your left hand, and then take a moment, kind of tuck the knee underneath your hip. Feel like a little kind of almost press, kind of pressing the front of your hip forward, keeping your pelvis kind of tucking underneath you and not losing it by overarching through your lower back. Keep that and then begin to kick your foot into your hand, allowing the thigh to lift, and that will be your initiation to start to come forward and out. So it's not down, it's lifted, it's still a heart opener. You're playing with your balance, you're breathing through it. And letting it rise. And let it release. To find the second side, so balancing on your left. Again, making sure that your right shoulder is opening rather than closing. Picking up your right foot. Tuck the knee. Feel that little press, the front of the hip moving forward. And then kicking your foot into your hand to lift the thigh. To allow yourself to come forward and out through the space, keeping your heart lifted, your gaze up. Keep your breath through any wiggles, wobbles, or falls. And slowly coming out of it. Sway your body through the space a little bit. Separate your feet mat width distance. Toes out, heels in, and come down into a squat. Bring your palms together. Close your eyes. Give yourself a moment to just pause. Forward fold. Release your head, lift the hips. Bring your feet underneath your hips, and with your breath in, halfway lift. Downward facing dog, step back, and with your breath in, float the right leg up. Exhale, half pigeon, pull the shin forward and through, setting it down, wiggling your left leg back. Draw the hands back, inhale, lift up. And as you exhale, coming forward, either staying on your hands, come on down to your forearms, lower your forehead, do what you need to do, and then just hang out. Keep attention on your breath, keeping yourself here, keeping yourself in the now. If a little movement helps that, offer a little sway every once in a while. One more breath. And floating up onto your hands. We're going to stay low. Sit onto your right hip to swing your left leg around. And then do what you need to do to come into that second side. So sliding your right leg back. When you're ready, breathe in, lift the torso up. As you exhale, coming forward either onto your hands, onto your forearms, lowering your forehead. And then keep deepening your breath and keep pulling attention to every inhalation and every exhalation. And if it helps, again, add a little sway of your body. Keep reminding your jaw that it can unclench. You can even let go of any tension around your tongue. And floating yourself up with your breath in. Sit onto your left hip, swing your right leg around. Bring the soles of your feet together. And just bring your hands to your feet and offer them a little loving massage. So really take your time and knead your thumbs into the arches of your foot or around the big toe ball mound. Anywhere in your feet that needs a little love and attention, a little pressure, a little touch. One more moment. And help gather the knees in. Roll your way onto your back. Gather the knees in toward your chest. As you do, roll the knees out and in and out and in. And your knees stay in. Let the arms open wide, palms face up. Send your legs straight up towards the sky. Point flex through your feet a couple times. Circle your ankles in one direction a few times, in the other direction. And soften your knees and give your legs a little wiggle, a little jiggle, a little shaky, shaky. All right, with a little weight, land your feet to your mat so the knees will bend. Feet will land. Give yourself a big breath right here. Slide one leg out long, the other leg out long. Release the arms down by your sides, but also out wide. Palms face up. Close your eyes if they're not closed already. And allow yourself just to be. Just to relax. To be still. Allowing everything to soak in. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle fingers and toes. And as you're ready, a big stretch. Slide your legs a little more. Reach the arms over your head. Point through your toes. Reach through your fingers. Circle your wrists and ankles. And then bending the knees to place your feet onto your mat. Don't rush this at all. Roll yourself to the right side. Hang out here for a moment. And with the help of your hands, ease your way up to sit. Again, nice and easy. Be gentle, be kind to yourself. Soften, close your eyes. Bring your palms together, your thumbs up to the space between the eyebrows as a gentle reminder of kind thought. To your lips, kind speech. To your heart, kind intention. And closing our practice with a big breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Until next time.